Flyin Brian J, MMAmania.com. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're talking about Cody No Love Garbrandt challenging Dominick Cruz for the men's Bantamweight Championship of the world. Let's get into a couple of things that I think are being overemphasized, then some keys to victory, my pick toward the end of the video. So, some things that I think are being overemphasized are number one, that Cody has no chance after the first 5 minutes. The guy has been to the third round twice in his UFC career, and both times in that round he threw more strikes and landed more strikes than he had in the previous 2 rounds individually. And also he knocked out Marcus Brimage in the third round, showing that he carries his punching power through at least like 14 and a half minutes. So I think that it's being overemphasized that Dominick has an extreme cardio advantage. Next thing I think that is being overemphasized is the intelligence gap between Dom Cruz and Cody Garbrandt. Yes, Dom is way more well-spoken than Cody. He's a more intelligent man in general, and he's a better analyst of fighting, but that doesn't mean all that much when we're talking about a sport here. I want to give you an example from when I was in high school. There was a guy on my football team that did not do well with classwork. He wasn't the most well-spoken man. He wasn't the most intelligent man in the world, but he knew everything that you could possibly know about football, and he knew what every single player was supposed to do on every play that was in the playbook, and he was an extremely good football player. So what I'm saying here is that Cody Garbrandt, even though perhaps maybe he's not that intelligent, and he's obviously not that well spoken, he's a highly intelligent fighter inside of the cage. He comes in with decent game plans. He's very in tune with what his opponent is throwing, with what they're bringing back with him, what technique he should throw that would be very viable to hit his opponent with that powerful strikes. So I just think it's being overemphasized that there's a huge intelligence gap and that Cody has no chance because of said intelligence gap. The last thing that I think is being overstated is that Dom Cruz is unhittable. Yes, he is really good defensively, but he has eaten strikes in the past. He's been rocked a little bit. TJ Dillashaw hit him with a couple of strikes to the head and one to the leg that hurt him in both areas. What I'm talking about to the leg is TJ threw a low kick that seemed to hurt Dom's leg, and he immediately went in for a takedown. That's showing that he had a little bit of pain there and that he is susceptible to damage just like anybody else. He is human, but yes, usually he is really good defensively, but he's not unhittable like some people are saying. Let's get into some keys to victory, starting with Dom Cruz. Obviously, he's one of the best and most well-rounded fighters in the world, so I can't really say too much that he could possibly take some solace in and maybe actually utilize in the fight, but he has been maligned in the past for kind of running away from brawls, staying away from action that could be detrimental to him getting the victory. And while it's not a fan favorite tactic, it is very effective, and I think that he should utilize that in this fight, and especially early. Dom, get on that bicycle and try to tire out Cody and utilize a lot of movement, especially early here, and don't engage in too many striking exchanges, because that's when Cody is going to have the most power in his hands. Now, moving over to Cody, a couple of things that he will actually use, a couple of things that I don't think he will use at all. The first thing that I think he will use is that he needs to stay focused on his defensive striking and don't get overconfident. A couple of times against Henry Briones, he got overconfident and Henry made him pay for it a couple of times. Dom Cruz isn't a finisher, but anybody could be put down, and so if Cody gets overconfident and Dom catches him, you know, Cody could go down as well. The second thing that I think that he should utilize is just stick to boxing. And if you're gonna throw kicks, only throw super low kicks. Don't throw any middle or high, because Dom Cruz is a really good wrestler and he could make Cody pay for those middle and high kicks with a takedown. Cruz doesn't have the best ground and pound, he doesn't have the best ground control, but he's really good at winning rounds. So if Cody were to throw one of those kicks later in a round and Dom gets the takedown, that could probably seal a round for him. Two things I think that Cody should do but won't do are attack the body with some ripping hooks and also throw those leg kicks like I mentioned that TJ Dillashaw hurt Dom with. The reason I think that he should do this is because Dom, he moves his torso a lot when he's dodging punches, and it might be tough to hit the moving target of his head, but his torso is going to be moving a lot less, and it's going to be a closer target to Cody, and if Cody were to rip it to the body, he could slow down the incredible movement of Dominick Cruz. Same thing goes for the leg kick. I already mentioned that TJ hurt him with it, and once again, if you chop down those legs, it could take away some of Dom's movement, and then Cody could turn into a headhunter. He doesn't usually rip to the body, and he doesn't usually throw leg kicks. He's basically a headhunter. So what I'm saying here is utilize a little more diversity in your attack, Cody. Go for those legs and go for the body more than you have in the past. But I don't think that he will do that. And that brings me into my pick here. I'm picking Dominick Cruz because he is the more well-rounded mixed martial artist, and he will utilize the exact techniques and the exact game plan that it's going to take to beat Cody Garbrandt. I don't think Cody's going to rip to the body. I don't think that he's going to attack Dominick's legs. And Dominick will be able to overwhelm Cody in the 4th and 5th round with his abundant striking techniques. Of course, Cody does own the old equalizer in that ferocious, vicious punching power, and he could put Dominick Cruz down early. I already mentioned that Cruz is no god. He's just a human being, and he can be knocked out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cody were to knock him out within the first 2 rounds, but in the 4th and 5th round, I would definitely favor Dominick Cruz. I do think that Cody could win the first round here, so I'm picking Dominick Cruz via 49-46 decision. What do you think? Do you think that Dom Cruz wins another decision, or do you think Cody No Love puts down another opponent with a vicious knockout? Please tell me in the comment section down below. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next one. Namaste.